Big dreams can seem very overwhelming. But what if I told you if you break them down into small, actionable steps, you can achieve them? We look at, many people who have fitness goals in their lives. They may be hundreds of pounds. And we know, they know as well, like they want to get much bigger or they want to slim down, whichever way you're coming from. Pounds isn't lost until you start with one. And, it's just, again, we tying this all back to success and our journey towards, achieving whatever it is we're trying to achieve. It's the same thing with it. Like, we can't accomplish none of the things that we want to accomplish unless we really break it down into small, actionable steps and know that that $100 million that we want to achieve within our company won't happen unless we start with $1. 1 penny, excuse me, 1 penny. Forget the dollar, 1 penny. You can't have $1 billion without a penny. Just really think about that. And it's the same thing with whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to run a marathon, you can't run a whole marathon unless you take that first step. Step one. It's that simple. Nothing is possible without starting at one. Three frameworks that we're going to use for today. The first one is the power of small steps. I've already been talking about it, and you guys, should kind of know by this point. Small steps are very powerful. No matter how insignificant you may think or people may think, which people don't matter, is you and yourself on your journey. But the small steps, you can't make big leaps, big strides, or anything like that without a small step. And those small steps are important, and you have to embrace it and accept it. When you are trying to, just become a better person, take small steps. Meditating, doing affirmations, praying, eating better, going to the gym, journaling, whatever it is, those are small steps that lead to major outcomes. Don't undermine them. Remember that small steps are very important. Focusing on the process, not the end goal. The process, as I've said in other videos, the process is really where the beauty of it all is. The process, man. The process is like, how like I don't really bake, but when my wife bakes, or I'm sure y'all have seen like a baker bake, like you see all these crazy ingredients that they gather and they put, like the cake mix, and some eggs and a little milk, and sugar, and all those things. You just see it just going into you see it all going into the pot, going all into the, the baking pan, and they stir it up, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. That's the beauty. That's where it all matters. And then once you pour that in and they put in the oven and all that stuff, and it's this beautiful cake, which is the end goal, which is an amazing thing. And everybody will probably glorify the outcome of that cake. But for you, if you're a baker, or even like a hooper, like the baker is happy that they're mixing all this up, knowing, oh man, this is about to be good, man. Same thing, like a cook. Oh, this, you know what I'm saying? Like the process is where the beauty is. And like I said, with a hooper, when you in the gym and you putting up those 1,000 shots, and it's like cash, swish, pop. Like, that's where the beauty is. Yeah, I go out, drop 40 and I be hype. But it's like, I know tomorrow I'm going to go be by myself, locked in, listen to some cool music and just getting better. So next time I could drop 50. Everybody's talking about the 40, they're talking about the 50. But it's like, man, y'all don't know what I went through to get to this point. That's where the real beauty is. You have to embrace that journey and not really trip off of the end goal. Celebrate it. I'm not saying don't celebrate your end goal, don't celebrate your success, but really embrace that journey. You'll never fall out of love with it. The third one, celebrate progress along the way. Pretty much the same thing that I've already been talking about, is finding that beauty in the journey and actually celebrating it. When you find the right measurements to that cake mix and you realize like, yo, this is going to come out perfect, celebrate that. Write it down. Put a timestamp. On such and such day, I learned that I need to put this amount of milk, this amount of sugar, this amount of that. On such and such day, I learned that in order to go at a certain pace, I need to hit this type of, I'm not a runner, but hit this type of mark in this certain amount of time. And I just learned that yesterday in training. You see? It's all part of it, the process. Celebrating the small wins. If you wanted to run a 5K and you only can run half of that, celebrate it. Because now you know that you can hit the half, then you can get to the point to where you run the whole thing. And that's where the beauty is, because once you win it all and say there's nothing else left, you'll be left empty because you didn't celebrate the process. The process, you can go train all the time. And if you love that, you never fall out of love with it. But if it's always to reach that end goal, once the end goal is hit, what do you have left? Something to really think about. So again, thank you guys for kicking it with me again on this little sit down video. I will say, just thankful for all the support. I'm gonna continue to do this. I don't care about the views. I don't care about none of that. If I can just help one person, I've done my job. So come join us in the Discord community where we're sharing resources, we're sharing success, we're sharing custom tips. I'm helping you with customs. We're talking about the clothes. We're just talking about the events that I'm planning, all those things. And you will always have an input on what I do. So, it's enough of that. It's been your boy, Gav of PAiRANORMAL, with another video. And I will say, just let me know in the comment section, how are you embracing the small steps? What are some of the small steps, the small wins that you've accomplished and celebrated lately? So I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.